Shalom beautiful people, my name is Evie, and this video is about 7 biblical truths that will change your life. Joy is a virtue, but how many times do we toss joy out when things get tough, when life hits us with heavy things? How many times will we throw out one of the fruits of the Spirit? Do we not understand what joy is? Joy stems from within us, but its root is Yahushua, the word of the most high intelligence. You see, life knows us. Yah knows us. He is life. And it is in seasons of turmoil that He observes to see what fruit of the Spirit we produce during this time. No one ever said that joy should be easy. We assume that because we think joy is supposed to feel good and, it's supposed to be easy and natural. But joy is actually a fruit of the Spirit we must create. We must create it when things are dark. We must be light within this darkness and not allow darkness to consume us. It doesn't mean we can't feel the situation. If it's a bad situation, we're going to feel bad. But it also means that we are to spiritually overcome, no matter how severe, with joy. And joy is light during these times. It is now that we fight darkness, when darkness is in our face. Not with weapons of darkness, like the world fights darkness. No fire with fire, but rather 2 Corinthians 10:4 tells us, the weapons we fight with are not weapons of the world. On the contrary, they have divine power to demolish strongholds. We are expected to create joy. We are expected to do joy. Fruits of the Spirit are done. They are an action. They don't just spring out of nowhere. 1 Thessalonians 5:16. Rejoice always. Think about the fruits of the Spirit. Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. All these fruits of the Spirit require labor, both mental and physical. Consider patience. This fruit of the Spirit is very laborious for some people. And self-control? How difficult is self-control? Requires a lot of labor. What makes us think that joy is any different? Rather, as servants of Elohim, we commend ourselves in every way, in great endurance, in troubles, hardships and distresses, in beatings, imprisonments and riots, in hard work, sleepless nights and hunger, in purity, understanding, patience and kindness, in the Holy Spirit and in sincere love, in truthful speech and in the power of Elohim, with weapons of righteousness in the right hand and in the left, through glory and dishonor, bad report and good report, genuine yet regarded as impostors, known yet regarded as unknown, dying and yet we live on, beaten and yet not killed, sorrowful yet always rejoicing, poor yet making many rich, having nothing and yet possessing everything. Second, consider that Elohim dwells in joy and joy dwells in Elohim. Authentic joy comes from above because it is good, and all good things come from the Father of the lights. Beautiful people, if joy is a fruit of the Spirit, then it is holy. If it is holy, then we must create it. We are required to be holy. Be holy, for I am holy, says Abaya. And consider how Elohim's very essence is joy, even though He is long-suffering. Take that in. Our Elohim is long-suffering. The scriptures tell us why. Look at the world. It's full of sin. Abba is long-suffering, but in Him dwells joy. So this is the second thing to think about. Third, believe Him when He promised us joy, and decide to listen to Him and not your own thoughts during times of turmoil. And pain is not necessarily something we have to run away from. We have to face it, and we have to understand it. Okay? People run away from pain. They try to avoid pain. They try to ignore pain. And that pain only gets stronger and stronger when people do that. Face it, understand.